Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Hey, listen, just give me just a minute. Just hang on, please. Just hang on 1 second, okay? If you don't mind, just hang on.
No, you put me on hold for a freaking air ratchet. Hello? You know, I need you at home here. I'm doing this all by myself, and I'm tired of it.
Doing what all by yourself?
Mom, Dad, housekeeper, chauffeur, cook, everything.
I get it. Look, I'm doing my best up here. I mean, the guys are not pulling their own weight. I'm doing everything I can. I got to keep customers satisfied.
Wait. Customer satisfied? Are those customers going to keep you satisfied when I say I've had enough?
You said that.
And walk out?
A billion times. You said that a billion times.
I'm about sick of it now. I'm done.
Hey guys, it's Chanc Williams. So, what did you really think about that phone call? How many of you guys have gotten that phone call over and over and over again? I'm going to be honest with you. There's so many times I've got that phone call, I'm just surprised I'm not one of the divorcees out there. You know, my wife, she's put up with a lot of stuff, and my hat's off to her. Well, anyway, that video call, not video call, but phone call that you guys heard was something that she had done many years back, and we were cleaning her phone out, and she don't even know how she recorded it. My wife is kind of technically illiterate, but I'm not poking on her for that. But she's a really good woman. She knew I was a keeper, I guess you'd say, but she knew I had a good heart, and I was there to do right. And I am an automotive service technician. For you that don't know, I have been for 35 years. I've owned a business for 25 years, and we have had our ups and downs. And one of the biggest things that I finally realized after listening to that phone call just a little while back was I should have spent more time with them. I really should have. It sucks because she's right. It's a group effort, and I wasn't part of that group. I wasn't having anything to do with it. Yeah, I put the kids here, but you know, it really struck home with me when I actually listened to that. And it'll actually, if you got any kind of heart at all, any at all, you know that's really touching. You know you really screwed up when you listen back to something that you were involved in a conversation, and you go, oh, I didn't say that, yeah, or you didn't say that, yeah. And then audio and video don't lie. It just plainly tells it like it is. So give you a little bit about me. For you new guys in here that don't know me, I'm here 100% to help each and every one of you guys. I don't want you guys to do the same thing I did, and I believe automotive service technicians can do and to much better to create more time and flexibility to be able to spend with their family as much time as possible. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? That's what this country is built on, is faith and family and guns. And yeah, I got guns, just like every red-blooded American, I guess. But there's so many things that I really want to sit here and talk to you guys about. One of them's that phone call. So during those times that I got that phone call, to start with, I'm a pleaser. I was trying to appease and please every person out there but the people who really meant the most, and that was her, and that was my kids. Now you're talking to somebody, she tells me one day to go and pick my child up from school, and I'll say, sure. I go to the wrong daggum school, and that was embarrassing. The teacher knew me. She come out, she says, Chance, Kara don't go to this school no more. She goes over to the high school. When I walked out that door, I realized all the time that I had lost with my little girl growing up. Now she's in high school. And I was thinking to myself the whole time, man, I got to change. I got to do this, you know. But then, I'm just like you. You sitting there telling yourself you got to do it, and you try but you give like 2%. And it got better for a little bit, but then it was right back to the same thing, because there was that engine that had to be done. There was those brakes that had to be done. This lift had to be cleared off this night before the next day, before another car to come in. And it's a rat race. And I've had up to 10 people work for me at one time. And that can be challenging all by itself, especially when they're not pulling their weight. And that's what happened that night in particular. It was about 1:30 in the morning, and one of the guys really screwed something up and cost me a lot of money. The customer didn't care to hear my excuses. They wanted results, and they wanted solutions, and I was the man to give it to them, and I gave it to them. Matter of fact, I finished that car up that night, regardless of that phone call. And I had a lot of sucking up to do for the next, till it happened again. I know you guys know it. Well, I guess the next thing I'm gonna sit here and let you know is it don't have to be done that way. There is much easier ways, and I know a lot of you guys. There's a lot of you guys out there that are in this Facebook group and have a lot of talent. If you're not making any money in automotive, you're doing it all wrong. Now, I'm here to help you with that, help you learn to make a little bit more money as best I can on the automotive side. Now, for you guys that own businesses out there, I can definitely give you the right avenue to take you down. That an extraordinary company actually is pretty much 100% worthy of my respect for helping me and making me as successful as I have been in my business. Now, I work 4 days a week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If I want to go up there and tinker around and get something done, I will. Or if I want to do some estimates, I will. But it's all easy stuff, and that's what I'm pushing more to. I'm thinking about going to 3 days a week, to be honest with you. I stay busy. I mean, I'm packed out until I know February of 2022. Is that what's coming up? Yeah, this is 2021. So being something really good in your town can be stressful. I'm not saying that there's not any good repair facilities in my town. I'm saying they are, but I'm saying there's a lot of uneducated technicians in my town that want to be technicians. It takes a lot to do what we do. It takes a huge investment to do what we do. I know I've paid dearly $10+ million in taxes over the last 25 years. That's just a rough number I've come up with. And I know that over the years, the tools that I have had and tools I have lost, I'm not scared to say $100,000 in tools that I've purchased in the last 5 years, from lifts to specialty equipment to just anything. It gets expensive, guys. It gets super expensive. And one of the things that you got to understand is your self-worth and what it is that you feel that you're worth. Now, a lot of guys, I'll give you a story, not to get off course or anything in this. This is an interview with me, by the way. So I've interviewed a couple other guys over the last few months, and they're kids. You got a long ways to go. Now, I started off at $8 an hour. Then I went $8 an hour commission. And the most I was making when I left the dealers was $22 an hour. But it took a lot of years to get there. But these kids nowadays are walking in the door with 1 or 2 years experience and wanting $25 an hour. So that maybe I shouldn't have, but I stopped one kid and I said, it says here you want $25 on your resume here, or on the application. And he goes, yes sir. And I said, tell me what makes you worth $25 an hour. Well, I can do this, I can do that, I can do that. I said, yeah, I can get somebody to do exactly that. I said, what about drivability, diagnostics, check engine lights, airbag lights, traction control lights, skid control lights? What about data communication? Do you know anything about it? No, I'm working on that. Then you're not worth $25 an hour to me. I can't be out there babysitting you. How much investment do you have in tools? Well, I got about $2,000. What kind of tools are they? Well, a little bit of everything. Then you're not worth $25 an hour to me. It takes a lot to find that special person that has everything that he needs to start on a car from start to finish, to figure out what it is exactly the customer's complaint is and what the customer needs, and then present it to the owner of the company if he's running the front end, or a service manager, and let them do their job, their estimate, sell the job, get all the parts, hand them to you, and you're expecting 100% you're right. And then it's that one car that you're 100% wrong. And then you have to start over, and then you have to go right back to the customer, or excuse me, service advisor or owner of the company. Then they have to make a horrible call. I tell you, the damn dealerships have gotten really good at that. They've gotten really good at shading the final outcome. And I've got hundreds of stories I can sit here and tell you about that. But that's been my life, trying to get it right 100% of the time. Now, the guy that come up with the fix it right the first time was either a genius or either an idiot, one or the other. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I know I have, but I'm just saying a personal inside shop comeback for neglect or for stupidity I haven't had. Now, I have had a comeback for parts failure. Now, one or two of those parts in the past have been from something that I have overlooked and go, oh, Lord, I should have noticed that, or what have you, because I'm not perfect. I've always made it up. I took care of my customer and put them in the road, and that's the reason they keep coming back. I always said if you're good in automotive, you'll always have a job. But if you're honest in automotive, you'll never run out of work. And apparently, I'm a little of both, so I'll never run out of work. But at the same time, I want to let you guys know that I have been through bankruptcy. I've lost everything that I have. I've had 2 back surgeries. I get up every morning. It takes me nearly 2 hours to get going. So about 10 years ago, I started looking for a different avenue, a different place to start putting myself into where I can replace the income that I have coming in. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm 100% Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I hope y'all don't hold that against me. I'm not trying to bring political stuff into the arena here, but it seems like that's where everything wants to go. I do not believe in somebody handing me something. I will pay you for it if you hand me something. One way or the other, I will pay you. It's that simple. If you work for me, you get paid a very good wage plus more if you do right. That's just the way I've always been. I've always paid my ways. I've always paid for others' mistakes when I shouldn't have, but my name's on the front of the building. It's taken me over 25 years to get to a plateau where I'm very successful at what I do. So about 10 years ago, I started looking for a different avenue of a way to change my life for the better because of that phone call. And it's taken years to look for somebody who is honest. It's taken years to look for somebody who's not a scam artist. It's taken years for me to find that one person that I have faith in and that I believe in. Well, in 2017, it hit home again really hard. Barbara, we're going to have to close. I don't have boys. I have all girls. So the girls don't have nothing to do with the business. So it's sell it. It's paid for. I don't want to sell it. I still have to have a job. Insurance is the most expensive thing out there, right? I can go through that money in 15 years. And if I'm still living in 15 years, I'll have to get a job. So yeah, I could get rid of everything I had and I could live for 15 years right now, comfortably. I couldn't go out and buy the things that I want to buy, but that's not me. I don't want to live like that. I want to continue on after I've walked out of this business completely. I won't walk out of it completely, to be honest with you. I still got those customers that I will take care of, but it'll be one, a fix a week or 2 fixes a week. Then get in my truck and go see my kids, get my camper, go put it up somewhere, go camping, go enjoy my life, go enjoy the world, go enjoy the scenery of stuff that I haven't got to do. So in 2017, it hit home again hard, and so I said, got to do something. I got to make myself do something here. And so I did. Well, before I continue on with that part of it, I want to tell you that you have to pay. You have to pay for knowledge. You have to pay for that person to teach you. Now, what I said earlier about if you guys own a business and you want to turn it around, you want to jump up there where I am with the big boys, all you got to do is let me know. I paid out the nose dearly for that education, and I will hook you up with those guys and let you guys pay out your nose for that education, and they will teach you how to be very prosperous, how to make a profit, how to make a living, how to pay your taxes, how to pay your employees, and everything in a nutshell, because that's all they do is automotive. Now, with that being said, in 2017, when I got that eye opener again, I told my wife I can't do it no more. It's just killing me. I got to find something. So I started watching this guy named Jeff Lerner, Antra Institute. Antra Institute. What is this all about? So I start watching his videos and stuff like that, and I go, okay. This guy kind of reminds me of Mike Lee. He's hitting on all the things that I need and I want, and he can help me, but is he real? Yeah, well, I just let it go. 2018, 2019. I'm still watching this guy. So in December 2019, I gave it a shot, and I said, okay. After I had another bout with my back and my body, I said, I got to find something else. This has got to make, it's got to sink or float, and or fly, whichever one is going to do. So I did a 360-degree turn and jump into affiliate marketing. And I told that man going in, personally, I spoke with him through a Zoom call, him sitting at an airport, fixing to go off flying somewhere to some shindig or whatever, resort or whatever he was fixing to do. And I told him, I said, let me tell you something. I said, I don't mind paying good money for good stuff. I said, but at the same time, I don't want to be taken advantage of. And I'm hoping you can give me everything I need. And I am the dumbest person in the world when it comes to this stuff. He looked me in my eyes, through the lens, of course, and told me, you're in good hands. I promise we'll take very good care of you. I'm here to tell you 10 months later, I'm bragging about them a little bit because that is one of the most outstandingest companies that I've ever dealt with, besides the people who actually taught me how to run my automotive repair business. Well, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of you guys out there. They're in my Facebook group. Very talented, very smart, but you got a lot of health problems. I don't know how you're going to do it, but there's always a will and there's always a way. If you're not going to be able to do this like I'm going to do, I should have started way earlier and I would have been way further, but that's okay. I'm good with at my pace and at my scale, going as slow or as fast as I want to. I don't want to jump in this too super fast. I still own my business, I still run my business, and I still running this affiliate marketing, and it actually works. Have you ever got a referral from somebody? And they said, yeah, that restaurant right up the road, that's really good food. You ought to try the chicken. It's just delicious. And then you go in, you sit down, you buy, and you walk out the door. Wow, that was good food. Then you tell the next guy. That's kind of like affiliate marketing. It's been around for 1,000 years, I think. It's just through referrals. You just sit back and you got to build your foundation in this business that I'm doing. It's not a quick get rich quick scheme. It's just not. It's not that way. It takes a long time to build up. Okay, 10 months is a long time to me, but I wish I had had this company around 25 years ago, because this is what I'd be doing 25 years ago. And it's very, very, very lucrative, and it's very nice to be able to sit back, do easy work, kind of brainy stuff, learn a lot of new things, and actually help people. And that's the reason I started this Facebook group, is because I want to help you guys that are just like me get yourself out of a mess, looking for that other income variable that you need in your life. And I know a lot of you guys right now, if something catastrophic happened in your life right now, you'll have to depend on the government, or you have to depend on just not paying it back, or you have to depend on credit cards, foot to mouth. I don't want you guys like that. And that's the reason I started this Facebook group, is because there's like-minded people out there like me that have the same problems that I have, but there's nobody out there to help them. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to let you know that I've already done the legwork with this company, Entre Institute, Jeff Lerner. They're great people. Click the link below and look. All you got to do is check them out. It costs you $39 to get the Entre Blueprint. And if you stop, you're going to stop. It's going to scare the crap out of you, because I'm still scared to this day. But I'm not as scared as I was when I first started. Guys, I am Chanc Williams. Remember that phone call. Start creating more wealth for you and your family. And I promise you, in the long run, you'll thank me. Now, I don't care if you want to do what I'm doing. Just find a way to create more wealth in your life, regardless of what it is. And I appreciate you for watching this video. And by the way, 1966 Ford Fairlane, yeah, the build's fixing to start back next year. Y'all take care now, you hear?